There seems to be, I've noticed this, a hue and cry to make changes in the game. It's not time to panic. Here now are some suggestions. Don't overreact. There's an ebb and flow to the run scoring and how these runs are scored. Don't limit innovation and strategy. Leave shifts and relief pitchers alone. Let offenses adjust. Tinker with the strike zone. Little changes can mean a lot. To be as popular as it's been, it's not more runs necessarily that's needed. It's more action. I was on high heat yesterday filling in for the Mad Dog.
You're starting to think like a pitcher now. It's getting frightening.
Is that it?
Yes.
Is that it?
Yes.
Huh? Let hitters adjust?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, listen, if they're going to have 8 guys on one side of the field and you have an entire half of a field and you have 3 or 4 pitches and can't hit a ball where you could drive 2 semis, shame on you.
Exactly. Like I thought in 2011 when I first got here and I saw the massive shifting in baseball that was happening with the Rays, mainly Randy, I thought, okay, we're going to see by the end of this year, Big Papi, the Red Sox, everybody bunting in big spots. I'm still waiting for that. It started to happen more, but I'm still waiting for the counter strategy from offenses. Do you think the league needs to get in, or do you think the game itself, the players' organizations can do this?
The league does not need to get involved. Hitters make the adjustment. This is a game of adjustments. Guys throwing you a lot of off speed, adjust to the off speed. The defense is playing on the right side, hit the ball to the left side. The game is not about how many home runs you can hit. The game is about getting on base and scoring runs. Hitters make the adjustment. Hit the ball the other way, get on base, your team scores runs.
Let's show you something that we put together here of where we are with the different offensive acts and where they are. You see home runs in the live ball era, 1920, 33rd fewest. Doubles, 62nd fewest. So it's right in the middle. That's fine. Total bases, 35th fewest. Now that's fine. Singles, that's a problem. Second lowest amount of singles since the 1920, the live ball era. And walks, 4th fewest. Walks you can adjust with the strike zone. Singles are going away. So, fellas, how do we get batting average? Right now, I know as a sabermetrician, this goes against the theories. But no, what isn't being done? What could be the counter strategy? Singles, batting average, spraying to all fields. Where is that player?
Well, they're not getting promoted. You know, the guys with the tools, the guys that fit the mold of average, power, walks. Those are the guys that are moving up. The small guy that can slap the ball the other way, we don't see that.
He's not being encouraged or promoted or brought through. Right.
No, hitters are being bred to do 3 things: home runs, walks, strikeouts. And those are the guys that are moving up. Those are the guys that get rewarded. Those are the guys that get the contracts. There needs to be a change in philosophy. There's got to be a change back to focus on average.
Think about this, Randy, and when you were called up, Eric, Baez, a second baseman for the Cubs, strikeouts at an alarming rate.
Yeah.
There is no way Randy Wynn, Eric Burns would have ever even sniffed the big leagues, striking out at a rate of 240 to 250 times during the course of a season. Correct?
Correct. I'm trying to figure out where I stand on this. That's why I want to keep letting you guys talk, because you brought something to light for me when we were sitting in our meeting and we were talking earlier. I've said, hey, look, I want more offense. So in order to get more offense, the way the hitters have been bred these days, I think it would not be a terrible idea to implement some sort of illegal defense where the shortstop can't go to the right side of second base and the second baseman can't go to the left side. Okay, whatever. Because we're in the entertainment industry. We like to be entertained. I want to be entertained. But BK said something that bam, light bulb, right? Action. It's all about action. Like, what I want to see is what's going to happen when David Wright's playing all the way out there at shortstop, and you have, let's say, Chris Davis up in a crucial part of the game, and he's sitting there, and is he going to bunt? Is he not going to bunt? I don't know. The bottom line is usually action means runs. And the more I've thought about it, yes, you have a good point, and yeah, there are situations like that, but we still love runs. And runs could happen exactly what Randy and Dan are talking about. The fundamentals could get back into the game that could help produce more runs.
I just wonder. It will take organizations, though, to think this through. But look, the Cardinals, the Astros, they're not looking at your outcomes numbers. They're looking at angle off the bat, exit velocity off the bat. I think hopefully a club is looking at, hey, if you can spray to all fields, that's the player we want. You know, like, where is Rod Carew these days? Where's a Tony Gwynn, Bill Madlock these days? Give me like what we call a punch and Judy hitter. You need a lot of those guys. You know, you want to have diversity. You can't have all Jason Jombies or Adam Dunns. You want to have diversity.
Think about that, because like I think about the greatest hitters when I was growing up, right? And sure, I mean, you just mentioned Tony Gwynn. I mean, Wade Boggs in that same sort of category. Guys, Rod Carew, guys that boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Those guys are there, but they're not looked upon as superstars. I can't necessarily say those guys are there, but they're just not looked as the best players in the game anymore, and that's why you see so many guys going after the long ball.
I'm going back. Yeah, dedicated to batting average, and Boggs drawing 100 walks. If you can do that, you're in great shape. All right, good conversation.